Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Cha Kwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect. I'm Brother Yawanathan coming back with another exhortation. Lord willing that this lesson is edifying unto the hopeful elect. Real quick, man, I just want to make a video on what you see on the screen here, man. So about a day ago, you had Melinda, right, which is quote unquote wife of the current president here in Babylon the Great, just come out in a press conference with an AI robot. Let's play it back one more time. And you also have speculations that that character, Sleepy Joe, right, the previous president, kind of had the same movements like this robot here. All right, so many people are speculating that, something right there. All right, but before I let this video play, I want to go right here real quick. So this was released about a year ago, 2025, around March 26th. So I believe today is the 28th, if I'm not mistaken. And it says, this is Bill Gates, right? The individual that owns majority farmland. He also, pushes the jab, right, in these different foreign countries, So it says Bill Gates, within 10 years, AI will replace many doctors and teachers, and humans will not be needed for most things. So I want to dive into this article real quick because, we made numerous lessons on this, but to fully see it in fruition right here, right? This is dealing with Elon Musk. I believe this is starts with an O, Optimus. I think this is his latest release, Optimus, right? And look at it, okay? So when you hear them say, we will replace humans, or AI, which is AI is artificial intelligence. When it says that's going to replace humans, think about this, man. You got individuals out there, and they're really doing the backing of the elite banking families, right? You have these individuals basically letting you know that humans will be third class citizens, right? And real quick, let's see. Let's look up this movie real quick. And the spirit jumped on the elder apostle Tahar. All right, so brothers could tune in. All right, because this movie, which came out in 2013, we'll fast forward almost 13, 14 years later. All right, this movie is very relevant. Okay, this movie is very on point, all right, to what the elite banking families are trying to establish. All right, and I'll probably make this the cover photo, because in this same movie, humans were basically second, third class citizens. It was a delicacy or a luxury to work in that one factory job. When you look at it, I think this was taking place in LA. It was the city was, let me see, the city was ran down. Okay, and the elites lived in the upper atmosphere. Yep, this is where the elites live. All right, wow, they left everyone back on Earth, and everybody was trying to make it to the upper atmosphere, man. Okay, so this movie is very insightful, right? Because we understand, right, that the elites, the elite banking families, beginning with Amalek, right? Before they do something, they show it to you through a series of films, right? Television, movies, even books, telling you in plain sight what are their next plans. All right, and their next plans is that everyone to receive a microchip in their right hand or in their forehead, and that is biblical prophecy going back to Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. Okay, and this is the time that we're in right now. Let me begin with the book of Revelation. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1, and it reads, the revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. So the different visions and the different things that John the Revelator seen while he was, you know, sent or cast out to the island of Patmos, right? And there's no account of John ever leaving that island. You know, that's where he ultimately, you know, that's ultimately where, that was it. You see? So these different things, and this is how you know that, like the scripture says, that the spirit of a prophet is subject unto a prophet, and in this present time that we're living in now, if John the Revelator has not already, came back, you know, he's amongst us today, doing the same thing that he was doing back in that time, prophesying, okay, receiving visions and bringing it forth. All right, and that's the connection that the Lord has with His servants, the prophets. And it says, and He sent and signified it by His angel unto His servant John. And it says, who bear record of the word of the Most High and the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach and all the things that he saw. See? And it says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand, you see. So the time is at hand, and that's what I really wanted. You see? The time is near, the time is at hand. And he's in, like it says in Revelation, right? What is that? Revelation 12. Yeah, Revelation 12 and 12. And it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, right? So who is this devil? And we know who the devil is, and he's coming down with that great wrath. Isaiah, the 19th chapter, refers unto the same, they come in the same spirit, but he refers unto the devil as a cruel Lord, the cruel king, and we know that to be Nero, right? The apostles been said that, how the individual that's in office right now is Nero, okay? So yeah, it says, the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time, right? And these elites, they know that they had but a short time. They know that their time of rulership, their time of power is coming to an end. And this is why you see the different things playing out in the planet Earth, how they playing out. All right, and this is all biblical prophecy, okay? Because Esau, right, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, is the end of the world, all right? And we're living in the end of his rulership. So that's why it says in the book of Romans chapter 13 and 11, and it reads, it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So this is not the time to be in la la land. This is not the time to be concerned about your vacation in a few months from now, right? Tomorrow's not promised, as we can see. Different things are happening very, very fastly. As we warned, things would intensify, things would accelerate. Okay, so this is not the time to be trying to plan out your future, because things are happening at an exceeding rate. Prophecy is happening at an exceeding rate, and before you know it, the whole life as you know it is gonna change. It ain't gonna be this 9 to 5. You going to your job. It ain't gonna be you waking up and going to school. Things are about to look very different here in America. All right, and everything is warning us of that. So like it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, right? In Sirach, the 5th chapter and the 7th verse. I got it in the GNT. We might get it in the GNT. But yeah, this is a time to draw now closer to the Lord. You know, if there was ever a time to get closer to who you ignorantly call God, whose true name is Yahweh, and who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shai, this is the time, all right, because it's not gonna go back. It's only gonna accelerate, right? Let's go to Second Ezra real quick. Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, right? Real quick. Second Ezra chapter 16, beginning at verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." You see? So it's exactly what you see here in Babylon the Great. The Lord has accelerated it and intensified it to the point where there's no going back. Like mentioning before, you know, the time period that we're living in, you know, the time period in history we're living in, where it would never look like this again, right? There will never be a time where everything is happening all at once. And this is how we know the time that we're living in. If we go to Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, it says to measure thou the time diligently in itself. So we have to measure the time. How do you measure the time? By watching, okay? Seeing the different conflicts that's going on in Iran, in Israel, in America. See what's going on with the oil. See what's going on with the money. Seeing the state of the people. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And what are we seeing? People mourning. Matter of fact, I know this is separate from this video. All right, but I want to play. Oh, we're going to come back to this. I want to play this video. Here it is.
It's time to be unemployed too, like, girl. And now I'm just thinking about the money that I lost, the income that I lost. I'm broke as fuck. Rent too. Like, I'm like losing my mind now. 2 days I've been like chill, like whatever, like it is what it is. And now it's like, oh. I'm so screwed, y'all. I literally am.
So it says, woman break down in tears after going broke and unemployed. She says that in the 2026 economy, this is the worst time to be jobless and not able to afford anything. I'm so screwed, y'all. Yeah, man, this is the reality for a lot of people here in America. Many people can't find jobs. Many people are unemployed. Many people are quote unquote screwed, right? This is the feeling. This is the state that they feeling, right? Because when we go back to Isaiah, the 19th chapter, let's go to it real quick. Okay, Isaiah 19, right? Because it said how the work will be few, you know? And this is why we, like the elder Apostle Gabar mentioned, this Bible, all right, this holy Bible that we read is a living document, meaning that there are prophecies in the Bible that have yet to come to pass yet. There's no book out here that's living. The Quran ain't living, you know. These different books that people read to get or attain information aren't living. Those are books of the dead. You see, we have the holy living scriptures, all right? And you're about to see different accounts that are written in the Bible play out right before your eyes, man. All right. So Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 15, let's just get the point. And it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, right? So it says how there isn't going to be any work for Egypt. And Egypt is America in this chapter, right? So in the Old Testament, Babylon the Great, America was prophesied about, you see? So yeah, many people scoff and mock. But like we mentioned, if you call yourself being an atheist, or if you call yourself not believing in this word, right? This time is going to be horrible for you. All right, because the Lord is going to really bring you through the ringer. The wicked of our people, the wicked of these different nations. I mean, it's not given unto them, to follow the law, but nevertheless, yeah, this time of trouble is going to be very bad, and this is why the elect is seeking refuge. The elect is praying to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to be with them in these times. Like it says in Psalms 91, Job, the 5th chapter, many scriptures, man. We are, expecting the Lord to be with us, man, because it's about to get very, very, very bad here, man. And if you can't see it, then that's another thing, right? Because it's plain. World War III is trending every day. Now, oil is very limited. Gas prices are about to rise, which is going to lead to food prices rising. And it's all going to lead to order ab KO, right? Order ab KO, meaning through chaos comes order. Problem, action, solution. Matter of fact, I got another video too. Let me see.
This is the worst.
Yeah, you got blackouts going on in California as well.
People that keep you safe at the airport for 5 weeks.
And this woman here, this looks like artificial intelligence, or the face just looks, and that's another thing with, we might not play that video, but that's another thing with the internet and AI. And yeah, you have to be very, aware of the different things that, you watching, because a lot of it is fake. They got deep face, right? The technology to basically put anyone's face, in front of you, so that's why I believe nothing that you, believe only half of what you see and nothing that you hear. Okay, that's a term, I can't reference where it's from, but it's heavy. So yeah, let's play this video back again. And you got your elites, right? Your elites of this world, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, well, the lower end elites, basically letting you know that you will not be needed, yeah. So that's Bill Gates. Now let's go to Elon Musk. So this came out 2024, and he said, AI will take all our jobs. That's what he said. And I believe there was another thing he said. Elon Musk, AI, debt. Let's see. There it is. So this was of this year. And he said, Elon Musk warns the U.S. is 1,000% going bankrupt unless AI and robotics save the economy from crushing debt. And how is AI and robotics going to save the economy? They're just going to send the robots into the workforce. So instead of going to the, you go to your food place, right? Fast food. You shouldn't be eating fast food. You shouldn't be eating McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. You shouldn't be eating that. That's not real food. All right. Many people have, or many sources have came out and confirmed that there's actually human meat in these different fast food places that you eat at. Russian leader Putin mentioned that Americans are eating each other. All right. But the point that I'm trying to make is that you're going to see a robot at that window. These different trucks, right? You're going to see a robot sitting in that driver's seat. They already have cars that drive themselves. So this is where we at right now, man. So if you think that you're just going to continue to live your best life and continue going to school and continue working your 9 to 5, Nah, man, it ain't gonna be like that. Because just like Bill Gates said, humans will not be needed for most things. So, yeah, man. So these are the philanthropists, right? These are, yeah, see, look, it says must reply that he was concerned about waste and fraud. This dude was appointed over Doge, right? Here it is, the Department of Government Efficiency. And I believe if he's not still there, I believe they pushed him out the way because he wasn't being silent about the different things that was going on in there, you know. And Babylon is in debt, and that's how you know. That's how we know, again, the Bible being a living document. When you go to the book of Habakkuk, real quick, okay, because this is how we know that Esau, Edom, is the self-proclaimed so-called white man, right? Habakkuk chapter 2, right? And yeah, right here, right? Habakkuk, let's read it. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6, and it says, shall not all these take up a proverb against him, meaning these different nations? And it says, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. And it says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. So when we go into the etymology, right, we go into that word thick clay. It goes back to the Hebrew word ibat. Ibat. And what does that ibat mean? It means heavy debts. You see? So that's how you know that the so-called white man is Esau Edom. Okay? So again, the Bible is a living document. And it says heavy debts, right? America has the most debt. The debt is in the trillions. So that's how you know that it's talking about this man. So, yeah, let me finish playing the video off, and that'll be the lesson. Don't want to make this one too long.
Lady Melania Trump for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together.
The robot started talking, man. What?
Thank you, First Lady Melania Trump, for inviting me to the White House. It is an honor to be at Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition inaugural meeting. I'm Figure 3, a humanoid built in the United States of America. I am grateful to be part of this historic movement to empower children with technology and education.
This should be terrifying, man. This should be terrifying because when you go back to this individual right here, and all this reminds me of this movie right here, right? That's all that reminds me of, man. It looks pretty close, man. You know, so again, that's how you know this devil does predictive programming. This movie came out in 2004. Okay, this movie came out. This is it's 22 years later. 22 years later, man. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. So, you had this guy that said, yeah, AI will replace doctors and teachers, right? So think about this. This robot, humanoid robot, is able to speak clearly in an accent that you can, understand. Let's play a little bit more of this video.
Welcome. Bienvenidos. Yokoso. Bienvenue. Bem-vindos. Ahlan wa sahlan. Shagatam. Mogesalma bit. Bruchim Baim. Let's go próximo. Dobrodošli.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. That's heavy. But yeah, man, just wanted to bring forth this lesson, Lowell and those edifying until the next time, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well, teach well. Till the next time, say shalom.